Quiz 3, question 1. Which of the following represent the graph? We know the function E, it is like this, and reflection becomes like this. ln function is like this, which is given in orange. So if we reflect about x-axis, there will be the blue graph. So there is negative sign in front of ln. So answer will be B. It is a graph of negative ln x. Question 2. The given graph is the reflected form of e to the power of x. There is reflection about x-axis, so it is the graph of negative e to the power of x. Question 3. Which of the following is the graph? If we pay attention, each vertical line, negative pi, 0, pi, we can think that x is equal to k pi will be the form of vertical asymptote, which gives us 0 denominator. It is the case of 0 denominator. So we know that k pi is the solution of sine, so there should be sine in the denominator. It is the graph of 1 over sine function. Question 4, there is a graph and we are going to find the true function. We can think it should be an absolute value function, but there are also two more functions which are written in piecewise. So it is better to be sure. The 3 points that I'm sure on the graph 0, 0, 2, 4 and 4, 0. If I write 0 in the first function, it gives us 2, which is not true. Writing 0 instead of x gives negative 2, which is also not possible. C, it is possible to find the 2, 0, 0 and 2, the other point is 2, 4. And negative 2, negative 4, there is no negative 2, negative 4 here, and 4, negative 8, there is nothing like this. But if you look at the last function, by using the first, the 2 points that we are going to get will be 0, 0 and 2, 4. By using the second part of the piecewise function and using the numbers between 2 and 4, we are going to find as the endpoints 0, 0, 2, 4, 2, 4 and 4, 0, which are all the points on my graph. Answer is going to be D. Question 5, there is a downward parabola ABC, they are not given. By using the graph, we are going to answer what are the values of ABC. First of all, let's use the intercepts. There are three intercepts, 2 of them are x-intercept and 1 of them is y. So it is easy for us to write 0 for x. It is going to give us 3 as y. Write 0 instead of x. So 0 plus c is equal to 3. So it gives us value of c. Writing 1 is going to give us 0. If I take the function itself, if I write 1, a plus b plus 3, the value of c, which is equal to 0, a plus b is equal to a plus b plus 3 is equal to 0 means a plus b is equal to negative 3. It is one of my equation. Let me keep here. And the other x-intercept negative 3, writing negative 3 instead of x, 9a minus 3b plus 3 is equal to 0. If we take 3 here, other side, negative 3 is 9a minus 3b. It is my second equation. There will be a system. If I try to simplify b, multiply first equation by 3, 3a plus 3b is equal to negative 9, and 9a minus 3b minus 3, since we didn't do any operation. If we add side by side, 12a, 0, sum of b will be 0, sum of numbers minus 12, so a is minus 1. But there are two choices in both, a is minus 1 and c is 3. so I have to find the b. After finding the value of a, you may use first equation or second equation, first or second equation to write -1 instead of a. I want to use the first one. A plus b was -3, -1 for a, -1 plus b is equal to -3. It becomes, with plus sign in other side, -3 plus 1 is -2. Answer is going to be A. Question 6, there is a function, there is a point, function passes through the point. Whenever we have a question like this, function passes through point or vice versa, point is on a function, we should write x value instead of x in the function and y instead of y in the function. X is 2, y is 3. F of x was mx plus 1, f of x is y, write 3 instead of y and 2 instead of x. If we take one other side, it will be 2 is equal to 2m, so 1 is equal to m. Answer is A. Question 7, there is a table, and which table will be true for the given functions. For each function we have a rational power, so let me write one more step. 2 times x to the power of 1 over 3 means 2 times cube root of x, and 3 times x to the power of 1 over 2 means 3 times root of x. X squared plus root of x and 3 over root of x are the functions. So on the table, each row, each column is going to show us ordered pair. 1 and 3 is a point, 4 and 6 another point, 9 and 9 it is the third point. And if a function is true for the given table, the coordinate has to satisfy. Writing 1 for x has to give us 3. If I write 1 here, cube root of 1 times 2, 1 and 2, it won't be the answer. If I write 1 instead of x, 3 times root of 1 is 3, it's okay, it's possible. 1 plus 1 will be 2, but it should be 3 according to table. If I write 1 for x, 3 over 1 is 3, so I am between two choices, B or D. Let me use 4 and 6. Writing 4 instead of x has to give me 6. If I write 4 instead of x, root of 4 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. It is okay with the second point, so answer is B. Question 8. Which of the following is not on a linear equation? If a point is not on a line, the coordinate doesn't satisfy. First one is x, second one is y, and if we write, are we going to get true statement? Y, 3, is it equal or not twice of 4 minus 5? 3 is equal to 3, so it is a true statement. 5, y coordinate, is it equal or not twice of x minus 5? 5 is equal to 5. Yes, it is also a true statement, but be careful, not means false. We are looking at the point which gives us a false statement. -1, is it equal or not twice of x minus 5? -1, but the operation is going to be 1. They are not equal to each other. It is a false statement. So answer of question 8 is C. Question 9. We are looking for an equation of a line which is perpendicular to x-axis. X-axis itself a horizontal line. The line which is perpendicular becomes vertical line. Vertical line including only x. There should be only x. X and y, it cannot be our answer. Only y cannot be xy, no. But x plus 1, only x in my equation is the answer. Answer is C. Question 10. There is a function which is a linear function. We are going to simplify f of x plus 1 plus f of x. F of x's function itself, f of x plus 1, instead of x in the function, we should write x plus 1. 3x plus 3 plus 2 is going to give us 3x plus 5, and sum of these two going to be 6x plus 7. Answer is D. There is a question 11. There is a division x plus 3 over x squared minus x minus plus 1. For some questions, it is better to know sum or addition of two, difference of two cubes or sum of two cubes. In this question, numerator is x cubed plus 1, denominator is x squared minus x plus 1. X cubed plus 1 can be factorized as a product of x plus 1, x squared minus x plus 1, and denominator is already x squared minus x plus 1. If we simplify, the simplest form is x plus 1. There is a graph and there are 4 questions for us to answer. What is the value of g of 2? So inside number will be chosen on x, go through function g, and through y-axis it is going to be the value of g of 2. F of negative 2, find negative 2 on x-axis, go through f, and then go through y, go through f, and then go through y, which is going to be 3, which is going to be 3. So f of negative 3 is, negative 2 is 3. Which x satisfies f of x is equal to g of x? It is the case of point of intersection. We are looking for common point for both functions. Common point. Let's turn to the graph. What are the common points? There's a common point here, and we need the x coordinate of the point, which is negative 1. Answer of question 13 is C. By using the graph, find the product of f of 5 times g of negative 3. F of 5, g of negative 3, don't forget, f of 5, find 5 on x and go through f, so it will be 1. G of negative 3, find negative 3 on g function and go through y, it is also 1. 1 times 1 is equal to 1. Answer of question 15 is A. Question 16, f of x is equal to 1 for which value of x? So f of x is equal to 1 is y is equal to 1. If we look at the graph again, for which value of x, f of x is equal to 1. F of x is equal to 1. Find 1 on y, go through f, and go through x, which is equal to negative 1. And let's is there any other one? Yes, of course. Please pay attention. I touch the graph. There's a number between 2 and 3. And if I go through 1 on y, there will be another point, which is 5. 5 and 1, negative 1 and 1. So actually there are 2 points. So minus 1 is true. Minus 1 and 5, and recently they are putting this choice, both A and C is the answer.